Formula for change. The formula for change provides a model to assess the relative strengths affecting the likely success of organizational change programs. The formula was created by David Gleicher while he was working at Arthur D. Little in the early 1960s, and refined by Kathie Dannemiller in the 1980s. Gleicher original version, C equals A times B times D greater than X. The original formula, as created by Gleicher and published by Richard Beckett, see section Attribution Confusion below, is where Dannemiller version, C equals D times V times F greater than R. Three factors must be present for meaningful organizational change to take place. These factors are: if the product of these three factors is greater than, then change is possible. Because D, V, and F are multiplied, if any one is absent, 0, or low, then the product will be 0 or low and therefore not capable of overcoming the resistance. To ensure a successful change, it is necessary to use influence and strategic thinking in order to create vision and identify those crucial, early steps towards it. In addition, the organization must recognize and accept the dissatisfaction that exists by listening to the employee voice while sharing industry trends, leadership ideas, best practices and competitor analysis to identify the necessity for change. Attribution confusion. It is often inaccurately attributed to Richard Beckett because he published the formula in both versions of his widely read book Organizational Transitions. In the original 1977 version, Beckett and Harris gave full credit to Gleicher. In the second edition from 1987, they did not even mention Gleicher's name once in the entire book, but did present the equation as a formula for overcoming resistance. Elaine Dixon attributed the formula to Beckett in 1971, via a National Training Laboratories Institute for Applied Behavioral Science Professional Odd Training Program, in Bethel, Massachusetts, in her 1982 book Say No, Say Yes to Change, Finding Growth Opportunities in Life's Changes, Broadman Press, p. 142. Popularization. It was Kathie Dannemiller who dusted off the formula and simplified it, making it more accessible for consultants and managers. Dannemiller and Robert W. Jacobs first published the more common version of the formula in 1992. Paula Griffin stated that Gleicher started it, Beckett and Harris promoted it, but it really took off when Dannemiller changed the language to make it easier to remember and use. Empirical research. Researchers have attempted to test the formula's effectiveness empirically. Kadanoff et al. Developed a quantitative measurement instrument, based on Beckett and Harris's version of the formula, that can be utilized in change management practice. The instrument aims to support change readiness in all phases of the change management cycle, on the one hand, and to provide insights into change success factors, on the other. Post-implementation assessment can reveal key factors that cause change failure. The measurement instrument of Kadanoff et al. is shown in the Wikibook Handbook of Management Scales.